Hello, coming in. So, it's been a little while, so hope you've been doing well. We are jumping into Scorpio season right now, okay? It officially hits tonight, which is October 22nd at 9:56 p.m., okay? So, just giving you a overview on Scorpio season, and then we'll end out with a Scorpio season read. Okay, so just so you're aware, Scorpio is our fixed water sign. Okay, and it is ruled by Pluto, and it has an expressive motivation. Okay, some of the opportunities, and just so you know, it goes all the way until November 21st. Okay, the opportunities during Scorpio season: facing your shadow, evolving and transforming. Okay, some of the goals: learn to surrender and to overcome drama. All right, so I'll just read this briefly. It says, when the sun travels to Scorpio, you're being called to embrace the shadows that dwell within. It's not merely a time for introspection, but it's an invitation to confront the truths that linger beneath the surface. It says, during this time, you're called to excavate your vulnerabilities and turn them into sources of strength. Much like a phoenix that rises from the ashes, you have the power to shed old skin and emerge renewed. The waters of Scorpio are deep, but they're also rich with potential for healing and rebirth. It says this is a perfect moment to engage in practices that foster emotional honesty and connection. This can be done through journaling, deep conversations, or creative expressions. You can also focus on setting clear boundaries that honor your needs, fuel your journey towards a personal transformation. It says embrace this opportunity to step into your power and create a future that resonates with your true essence. Okay? So, Scorpio is a deep time. It's in the tarot deck, it's represented with the death card. Okay, so and it kind of looks scary depending on the deck that you have. It's usually got the skeleton on it, the Grim Reaper. Okay, um, the Astromatrix deck actually has the Phoenix rising from the ashes on it. So it's very symbolic, and just the big energy kicking off for Scorpio season is Halloween. So Halloween is next Friday, the 31st. So be very careful with those energies, okay? Because it's a lot of spooky energy with the ghosts and the zombies and the vampires and all of those things. And they always tell us that those are fictional characters, but they're not. Okay? So, a lot of times, especially in Halloween, during that time, they're going to blend in with the humans. Okay? So, just be very mindful. If you see somebody and they look strange, or you think you see something and then you don't, okay? Even shapeshifters, okay, or energy like morphing, okay, that's a big sign for Scorpio season, all right? The souls that has crossed over, this is why they say the veil is thin, okay? So especially if you're in that mindset or in that spiritual energy, sometimes you can see these energies, you can see these spirits, you can see these demons, unfortunately. So just make sure you have your protection up, and Making sure that you're very careful on who you accept things from. All right, so this is big with the kids going to trick or treat and stuff like that. Okay, be careful with who you accept things from around this time, because people can transfer their energy to you, or they can take your energy from you. Okay, so just be very careful. I might come in and do a little bit more in-depth type of reading on those spiritual things, okay, the spooks, okay? But anywho, let's jump into the reading. So this is a 4-card reading, and it's pretty deep. It's the first card, what lies beneath the surface? The second card, what needs to be shed or let go? Number 3, how can we embrace transformation? And number 4, what new strength is emerging? Okay, so let's take a look. All right, so number 1, what lies beneath the surface? What do we need to learn or know for Scorpio season? And that was too many. What lies beneath the surface? Ooh, okay. 9 of Swords. So this actually is a card that is dealing with some type of unrest. You're not settled. You could be having insomnia. You could be having nightmares. You could be having anxiety, depression, insomnia. Okay, this is that type of energy. So these types of things are below the surface. So usually it's because your internal is not at rest. So you can't go to sleep. You can't relax. You can't, have a clear mind. This is some of the things that is going to come up around this time for us to deal with. Getting deep and figuring out what and why these types of things are happening. Okay? Interesting. Number 2, what needs to be shed or let go? What needs to be shed or let go? What needs to be shed or let go? Ooh, okay, that jumped out. Nice. Temperance. So with that being said, what needs to be let go with this is kind of saying you need to give it up to God. You need to give it up to your higher self. You need to give it up to your angels, okay? Because a lot of things, it's been bothering us for so long, over so many years, we can't address it any other way, you know? This is about your prayer, your just kind of allowing things to happen in divine timing, or allowing things to unfold for you. Realizing, okay, I can't keep going on this way. I have to release it. Okay? So, in the picture itself is Archangel Michael. He does go before you to fight your battles against the wicked snares of the devil. Okay? So, if you're not familiar with the prayer, look it up. The Archangel Michael prayer. It will help you. So, those types of energies, things that we need healing from, trauma, different types of things that have plagued us in our life, okay, we're meant to release it. It says, as the old falls away, the space is created for new growth. This card will offer you guidance on how to release it with grace. Okay, so yeah, the angel is here to help us. Now, number 3, how can I embrace transformation? Let's see. How can we embrace transformation? Okay. Page of Wands reversed. So, being that it came on top of this, how we can embrace is by letting go. Okay? It's too heavy, it's too hot, it's too much to deal with. We're meant to let it go so that we can transmute the energy. That's a big thing with Scorpio season. Surprised I didn't mention that in the reading, but it's about transmuting, okay, and then transforming, okay. So, for instance, say, let's give an example. You have had like childhood trauma or different things that happened to you in your life that you've been holding on to. You've been trying to deal with it, but it's like eating at you, okay? It's bothering you. Something deep here, okay? And most of the time you just try to act like it's okay and deal with it and all of that. But this is saying let it go, because it's going to keep you in this type of loop. It's going to keep you in a cycle. You keep going over and over again. The only way to fix this is to let the angels step in and help. Okay? And then, last but not least, what new strength or gifts are emerging? Okay? So once we do these things, some new energies coming in. What new strength or gift is emerging? Okay, interesting. So, this, and it kind of wanted to come upside down. So, it is about making some type of decision to move forward. Now, look at the moon in the pictures. So, this is a full cycle right here. So, this could be something that you're going to be dealing with over the next 2 weeks to a month. Okay? Um, right here, you may decide the way how the swords are. You may decide to speak on it. You may decide to just ignore it or let it go. But it is revolving around your thoughts and your emotions here. Okay? So, with that being said, it could be like a big decision that you're having to make too with this distance. To take distance from people, to pull back your energy, to pull back your actions. Okay, that could be what's emerging. Could be travel also. Could be that you're just embarking on a brand new journey and you're going alone. And sometimes being alone is sad, but a lot of times the big things that we have in life, you're meant to deal with it alone. Okay? So that's interesting. Like I said, they both want to come upside down. So that lets me know it is going to be kind of difficult and it is going to take some time. Like I said, it can be over the next 2 to 5 weeks that you're going to be dealing with this. And it's going to still be Scorpio season. Perfect. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups want to fall over here. So it could be, again, you're able to bridge a gap, heal heartache, trauma, any type of family issues, any type of issues with your significant other, your parents, your children, anything like that here is hope to resolve this. Okay? So we love that. And let's look at what's the tea, just to end out briefly. What's the tea? What type of messages, what type of energy is coming or close by with Scorpio season? Ooh, a grudge holder. Now that's interesting because it fell over here. So this could mean somebody has been either like holding a grudge against you, or they're holding a grudge against you, or you're holding a grudge against someone else, okay? That you're meant to release that this time, okay? So be aware. What else? What's the tea? for Scorpio season. Ooh, okay. Talking shit. So, and it is about verbalizing things. Scorpio is the water sign, so, and sometimes they are seem to be a little bit harsh, but they do speak the truth, okay? So you might have to talk shit, okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's all about your expression, okay? And how you do it and making sure, you know, sometimes you are going to hurt someone's feelings, and that's okay too, because it's about you and clearing the energy on your end, okay? Now, this also came up. Forcer. Somebody forces things on you, forces their way, uses force to get what they want. So just be aware of this. Somebody could be trying to bully you into something or make you feel obligated to something. You're meant to stand up for yourself, okay? Because if you don't, you're gonna stay still in this energy of feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, not being able to like rest. Okay? Now, dirt digging. So this is something to be aware of. Somebody might be trying to go back into your past, or somebody might be going back to dig up something old. Just so you know, Mercury retrograde is coming up too. So could definitely be somebody digging up stuff from the past or trying to make you feel guilty about something. Okay? And then photo proof. So that could be something going back to this too. So just make sure you don't have anybody that has evidence to like blackmail you or catch you doing something you're not supposed to. And it's also a message for yourself as well. Take a lot of pictures, okay? And it doesn't have to be to hold anybody up or make anybody feel bad, but you want to make sure you have evidence of something, okay? So keep that in mind. Love you guys.